is basically when you see that someone has something and you want it for yourself. Islamically, there is a concept known as hasad. And hasad is similar to jealousy and envy, except that in hasad, you not only want something that someone else has, but you also want that they don't have it. And you may think that's counterintuitive. You may say, well, if I'm jealous of them, why would I ask Allah to give them even more and to put barakah in it? Well, there's benefit in that. The benefit is this. First and foremost, when you make dua for somebody else, we know that the angels make the same dua for you.
And we are just fragments of that one universal God. So that means if I curse you because I'm mad at you, then I'm only cursing myself.
It's easier to be envious, jealousy, or hate on somebody versus you do it yourself.
Absolutely.
It's easier. I'm talking. It's physically easier. It's mentally easier.
I think he the shit.
That's what.
That nigga, he the man.
It's that nigga big swing nice and bold. Then to get up your ass in the morning like he is. Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of High Frequency Convo. I'm your host, as mother. Always the incomparable, the intelligent, the genius, Wes Hunt. This is my co-host, business partner, and big brother.
Just the God.
And it's the podcast we spark blunts and conversation. I'm sorry that we missed last week. Family obligations, man. We have to do some things, but I mean, like, be here with y'all. Episode 49. I'm trying to do something that we can try to do something special for episode 50. Like, share, and subscribe. If you get any value out of this content, ring that bell as well. Now, like, share, subscribe to ETW TV, ETW Music. Follow us on SoundCloud. Check out that Wolfmatic 2 on SoundCloud, man. Go check out Wolfmatic 2 on SoundCloud. Look out for C. Marie and all the other projects we got. Looking for ETW Music really going hard. Looking for more great content out of H.F.C. New different things you're going to be trying. You know what I mean? New content on ETW TV. So this rock with us. But we're going to get right into it, man. And I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all. You missed them?
Mm-hmm. I'll let you know in a little while.
Yeah, I mean, I miss y'all. I mean, like, thanks to some of the, a lot of the comments I replied back to y'all.
Y'all niggas stop fucking hating on Tupac.
Yeah, a lot of
y'all niggas is bugged out.
I saw the one person defending Tupac. I agree with you. I said, preach, brother. Like, what the hell? You don't know Tupac if you think of all that. Like,
that was me.
That was you?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. But real talk, man. Like, just because a guy talks soft spoken and shit, like, what the fuck? You know who Tupac is? Do your research on Tupac if you think he's soft.
And when did Tupac ever say he was gangster?
And that too.
I'm like, what the fuck did he ever say he was gangster? I never heard
Thug means the hate you give little infants. The thug life means the hate you give little infants fucks everyone. I mean, like, but anyway, we're gonna get into this shit now. I mean, this is a trilogy like we always do. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Part 1 is envy, jealousy, and admiration. We're gonna talk about all of them differently, and I'm gonna say the difference between both because I even got confused sometimes. The difference between envious, and jealousy. You know what I mean? I swear to God, that's why I gotta talk slower because I used to have a stutter. So this is what happened. But yeah, Twin Daily. I mean, it's the first content to come from that. The evil, twins, jealousy, and envy. Must watch. So we're gonna get into this.
How do you overcome feelings of jealousy and envy? Jealousy and envy is basically when you see that someone has something and you want it for yourself. Islamically, there is a concept known as hasad. And hasad is similar to jealousy and envy, except that in hasad, you not only want something that someone else has, but you also want that they don't have it. So for example, let's say you know somebody who has more friends than you on Facebook or more followers on Twitter or something like that. Hasad is when you want the followers that they have or you want more numbers than they have and you want that they have less so that whatever they're blessed with or whatever they have, that it gets taken away from them. Now, this is a normal thing. It's normal for people to feel jealous and envious of others when they see that Allah has blessed them with certain things. The best possible tip, inshallah ta'ala, I have for you is that when you're feeling jealous and envious, make a very simple dua. And that dua is, Allahumma zid wa barik. Basically what you're saying is, oh Allah, increase them in what you have given them and put barakah in it and put blessings in it. And you may think that's counterintuitive. You may say, well, if I'm jealous of them, why would I ask Allah to give them even more and to put barakah in it? Well, there's benefit in that. And the benefit is this. First and foremost, when you make dua for somebody else, we know that the angels make the same dua for you. So when you say, oh Allah, increase them in what they have, you're actually making dua for yourself as well. That's the first thing. Second thing, when you make dua for someone else, you actually release the negative feelings you have towards that person. And one of the things you'll realize about jealousy and envy is that it's a very poisonous thing. Hasad is very poisonous to the soul, and it makes a person very uneasy. So when you make this dua, you will feel this release from your soul. You will feel this positivity.
And we're gonna go on to the first topic is why there's so many envious people in the world. Before we go on into that, why there's so many, why we think this whole, or why we believe there's so much envious people in the world. But I was thinking when you said that, I wonder if that's when you say, when you forgive somebody, you're not forgiving them for you, forgiving them for yourself. That's where that comes from.
That's exactly.
I was thinking that, but then he basically just said this. That's where that comes from.
Because see, I don't think because I think this is a deep conversation because it got so many different layers to it. It's mad layers to it.
Very nuanced.
Yeah, like you gotta literally to understand this is this like the whole one mentality, that whole thing of us just being one, right? Us coming from the one all, the one universal God, right? Once you understand that, if we all come from the one universal God, right? And we are just fragments of that one universal God. So that means if I curse you because I'm mad at you, then I'm only cursing myself, because you're nothing but a mirror reflection of yourself. So therefore, when you wish good on somebody, you're wishing good for yourself.
Like a voodoo doll. That's about your voodoo doll. When you try to poke with a needle, you basically poke yourself.
You basically hurt me, but you don't realize this. You know what I'm saying? You don't realize it because you're thinking you think so individualistically. Oh, it's all about us, but in all actuality, no. So, and I think
so.
We're gonna go on. Before I say ask the question, I'm going to go into that.
Why there's so many envious people in the world?
I think the reason why is because when a person look at you, right? I'm only using you. What?
That's deep for what you just said earlier. We've been reflecting each other. So.
Yes.
Go.
You understand, right? You see it, right?
Yeah.
So that's why that's happening, but we don't even understand it.
Well, explain it. Elaborate for them.
Like, okay, I'm gonna do the envious thing because it's the same thing. Yeah. See, like, most of the time, I think, in my opinion, people are envious of somebody else. I look at you, right? I'm like, damn, this nigga play football. This nigga doing this. This nigga doing that. It ain't what you're doing. It ain't because you're doing it. It's not because you're good at it. It's because there's something inside of me that wants to do it, and I lack the discipline or the heart or the balls or whatever it is to go do it myself. So rather than me getting up and trying or doing, I'd rather look at the other person is doing that have, because once again, back to what I said, we all come from the wall, so you're nothing but a reflection of me, I'm nothing but a reflection of you, especially when we come into each other's circle. We're supposed to learn from each other because we're reflecting a certain thing. So like, if you are reflecting strength, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a little weak. And I see the strength in this thing, like, damn, this nigga got mad strength. It's because the universe put us together so I can learn that strength from you. You know what I'm saying? If I reflect in something that you feel that you're lacking, like, damn, this nigga, da-da-da-da, then the universe puts us together so we can learn from each other. So it's the same thing with the other person. The other person's not understanding, like, yo, but let me look at, yo, Wes, I want to really play football.
And see, that's why
show me how you do what you do.
And that's the that's why I made this into a 3-part. Like, we all think of 3-part, but that's why I made it 3 parts: envy, jealousy, and admiration. Because when we get to part 3, if y'all watch the whole trilogy, you're gonna realize that admiration is basically not too far from.
It's all of them.
From jealousy or envy, but it's just a choice. The thing about it is envy. The reason why so many people envious in the world. Everything you just said is completely right. Completely right. And we're gonna elaborate a little more, but I'm saying my answer. Everything you just said is completely right, but for me to sum it up, and for me to sum it up in like a real easy context, it's easier to be envious, jealousy, or hate on somebody versus you do it yourself.
Absolutely.
It's easier. I'm talking. It's physically easier. It's mentally easier.
That nigga think he the shit.
That's what. That
nigga think he the man.
It's that nigga. That nigga speaks straight, nice and bold. Then to get up your ass in the morning like he is, and work every morning, do your jogging, do your shooting. It's easier to say he just thinks he's the man and all this. It's easier. So I think a lot of envy and jealousy comes from laziness, and like the nigga just said, which is crazy, right? And if I go into what he said in what you call it. And the thing about it is, jealousy and envy is not it don't have to be a negative trait. It doesn't. It don't start off as a negative. You want to be honest. It festers, in my opinion. It
You
festers.
shouldn't even go there.
Because
it starts off as the thing that you said we're going to go on. It starts off as admiration.
Exactly.
At least the
jealousy. That's what I'm saying. It don't start with what you call it.
No,
because you're like, that nigga's gonna get mad bitches. Then afterwards, like, that nigga mad. This nigga's gonna get mad bitches.
Yeah.
That's how it starts off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's not really a negative thing. A lot of times you could be envious. Now I would say envious. Envious is like when it gets to that point.
When it gets to the negative projection of.
I say jealous because as I go through the definitions, of envious, and every episode I'm going to the definition of what you call after I get off this. But as we found out, like envious is when you get to the last stage. So like when you're in that early state, you got that choice of making that shit motivate you or demotivate you. But since we got things before we go on, so I'm like Ron cook for a little bit, and then we're gonna cook a little bit. Then we're gonna say our last thoughts on it. I'm gonna tell you the definition of envy. Right? To envy is to feel resentful and unhappy because someone else possesses or has achieved what one wishes oneself to possess, or to have achieved. To envy the wealthy, a woman's beauty, an honest man's reputation. Listen, okay, is envy the same as jealousy? That's why I made it, because it's not. Although many people consider envy and jealousy synonyms, they actually have distinct meanings. Envy is the painful feeling of wanting what someone else has, like attributes or possessions. If you're jealous, you feel threatened or protected, or fearful of losing one's position or situation to someone else.
Yeah, I understand the difference.
Jealousy
could be you, the top rapper, and then the next rapper coming out, everybody loving him. Now you feeling jealous over them. You start becoming you're jealous.
That's what envious. That's the definition of envious.
Oh, that was the definition of envious.
Envious, yeah.
Right, and then you start
being envious. I like you almost brought up like. I think that's like the last, like the third level of when you're into admiration. So getting jealous, then envious. Now you just hate the motherfucker. Like I think it goes I think that's like the third level. You just
and I ain't gonna lie, it's hard for me to relate to that shit though, because I've never once in my life felt I was ever envious or jealous of anybody. Because I never once felt that anybody had anything that I ever wanted, because what I wanted was so unique. And ain't nobody ever want what I wanted. The basic things people had that I wanted, but they were so basic. I feel anybody could achieve them.
I'm gonna keep it real because we have to family, the chosen ones, man. We shine bright over here. Like, share, and subscribe. You get any value out of the content. If you learn anything, if we help you in any way. But this is what I've learned. I'm keeping it real. And it'd be like when I was younger, growing up, you see somebody doing something you like. The first thing comes up, they're like, damn, man, this nigga, whatever it is, it's nigga, what you call it. But the reason I never got jealous or envious, it never went to that point, me personally, is because I'm glad I was blessed, and my mom's giving me the Jew when I was a young kid. Common sense was made before books, and I was blessed with common sense. I would often think as a kid, okay, why this nigga got all these bitches? Why this nigga was so nice? Oh, he do this, I'm not doing it. So there's no reason for me to be like, I understand somebody's doing the exact same work ethic, putting the exact same work.
Yeah,
that I can understand. I don't say I would be jealous, but I can understand. Because then what the fuck? Why is his luck so better than mine? But nigga, some people are like, all right, boom. They say nigga in shape. Then be jealous that you're in shape. Then you ask that motherfucker, woman or guy or girl or whatever, when's the last time you worked out? 5 years ago. What the fuck? Like, are you insane? Your son, that nigga so you're happy because he got a Lamborghini. What do you do for a living? What do you do? Like, bro, like you're not doing the things.
And then the question.
That's why I could never do it. I can never hate, because unless I'm doing the things exactly the way depending on Kobe Bryant work, I can't want Kobe Bryant result.
That's my point. And the question would be like, do you have the same vision as that man who had the Lamborghini? Maybe your vision wasn't a Lamborghini. Now you want a Lamborghini because you see him with one. So that's right. You got what you wanted. I believe that everybody get what they wanted because what you envision in your mind, a thought becomes a reality. If you think on it long enough, it will materialize. So if your whole visualization scope was just to be the man, and his visualization scope was to be the man and to give and to help, and because he did that endeared him more to more people than it endears you to. You can't be mad at that. I mean, if I could consider like, damn, why that nigga got that? Damn, that nigga got that pretty girl. I thought that before, but I ain't never want him to lose his pretty girl for me to have a pretty girl.
Thanks for bringing that back up. He said something in the video that's very crazy. He said, sometimes they don't want it, but they still don't want you to have it. I never heard that. That's insane.
That's a
psychopath.
That's that Hassad or Hassad shit he was talking about when it gets to that level. That's after envy. Yeah, when they don't even want it, but
They don't want it, but I
you.
don't want you to. I don't want to laugh. I don't like cars. I don't want you to
like
laugh.
cars.
I don't want you to.
That's crazy.
That's scary. That's some
But
scary
I've
shit.
seen that already.
I've seen it, but
I've seen that
for
already.
him, for them to articulate it, like that's how I reflecting back. Like I did see it. Like that shit is crazy when you articulate it like that. But I don't want it. I don't want you to have that. I don't like, nigga. I'm a one-woman man, but I don't want to see you with mad bitches. That's
Yeah,
how that even. Like,
I'm a nigga who got mad bitches and you like one bitch, but I don't even want to see you with that one bitch because even with your one bitch, you more happy than me with my 20 bitches. So I don't even want you with that one. Yeah, I've seen shit like that.
Guaranteed.
I've seen shit like
Guaranteed.
that. I see shit, and I also say it also becomes because these people are insecure within them fucking selves.
So what's your last word on being envious? Quick fast.
In what regard?
Why is so much envious people in the world?
Because they're insecure with themselves and they're not willing to attempt. What they do is try, and when they and when they try and they fail, they stop. They don't keep doing. So now they get mad because you do, and because not understanding, because of consistency builds success. Not understanding that success is repetition and success is boredom.
And I'm gonna end it off like this. There's so much envious people in the world because it's easier to hate and be envious than actually put in the work that you're actually envious about. Part 2, jealousy. Next.